Also, I don't know why it shows that.
Hello and welcome everybody to Spreading the Nerd, the holiday special. I'm your host, Clint. I almost said Clint Biscuit because I was looking at my name. Clint Coombs, and joined by Rick Davis, and we have a special last-minute guest of Baldwin joining us. How you doing, gentlemen?
Just okay.
All right.
Good.
Unfortunately, what you see around me makes it a little less than all right, but
Ooh, yeah, I'm glad I'm not playing Mind's Eye over my Christmas vacation.
yeah, I'd be happier if I wasn't, but alas.
Are you trying to like play it and get it out of the way so you can just be done with it?
More or less, I kind of force myself to put like 2 hours into it a day just to get it through with. But I haven't played it yet today, so I probably still do need to get back to that.
And I think we should get right to it, but I think we have a special announcement from Baldwin here.
We do.
What did you just beat, Baldwin?
That would just be a Hollow Knight, and I only started like.
That means 2 out of 3 people that are here have played Hollow Knight, huh?
I have played it.
Just 3 or 4 days ago, I think I started it.
I was gonna say, I think you put it in Discord that you started it like three or 4 days ago. So yeah, you were hitting it hard. I like it.
Yeah.
You
should feel much shame right now, Clint. That's all I can say.
A little bit of shame, but not as much.
No. You should feel a lot.
No, because I don't have Mind's Eye in my my play log, so I'm all right. No shame here. So just a little holiday edition. Just gonna talk about what we do around the holidays, what games we think about, or that makes us think of like Christmas or other holidays. That just to spread the holiday cheer. What we eat around Christmas, holidays, whatever. I keep saying Christmas, but what about you, Rick? What's a game that makes you think I need to play this around the winter season?
Well, I don't really function that way. Like I don't play horror games around Halloween,
right?
Or anything like that. So truthfully, the only connection to that I can even really make is, for me, something that will always remind me of Christmas time will be the original Half-Life, because I got it as a Christmas gift.
Okay.
What year did that come out? Was it 98, 97, 98, something like that? Yeah. So yeah. I was still in school then, obviously, like high school at that point. Let's assume, dude. If it was 98, I would have been, I believe, a sophomore. So yeah. So I mean, I never had any money, and basically back then, all I really played was shooters. I had just started playing like JRPGs, but they were obviously at that time they were all on console. There was nothing on PC. So my dad knew that since that was the new like hot shooter, like that was what I really, really wanted. And he gave it to me Christmas Eve, and nice. He basically I'm trying to remember exactly how this went. He was just like, he's like, I figured you'd be excited for that. He's like, you can stay up and play that if you want. Like,
nice.
It was pretty late. He gave it to me, like maybe 10 o'clock, which is not super late when you're a little bit older. But when you're in 10th grade, that's fairly late. And he did say, he's like, just don't stay up too late playing it, but have fun. And I think I played it for like 3 hours that night. So it's less to do with the fact that it's anything dealing with Christmas, and more the fact that it was a Christmas gift, and that was pretty much memorable. When I started it. And so. Like they had to pry me away from my computer that day to go eat dinner and
spend time with the family.
I want to say the very next day is when. So just to explain how we used to have our thing set up, right? When I lived at my dad's house, in our basement is where we had our 2 computers, and they were literally side by side. And I mean, I'm sure you've played through Half-Life, correct?
Yes, yeah.
You know the part when I don't know what else to call it, but the tentacle monster is constantly slamming the thing. He was just like, Jesus Christ, Rick, what is going on? I was like, it's deaf, or I mean, it's blind rather, and listening to what I'm doing, and that's what I have to do. so at the point, I would have to like turn the volume down when I did that to like a whisper so that I could get through it.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I like it. Any other games that you got on a Christmas that were like a big deal? Any other ones?
I guess the next closest thing I can think of would be Christmas of, I want to say 99, but maybe 2000. I had, once again, still in school, had no money. I had asked my grandma to get me I want to say 3 games. I asked for Tony Hawk 2, which was a mistake. I didn't like Tony Hawk 2 at all. I know everybody else does. I did not like that game. Something else, and Gran Turismo 2, which had just come out. Because I played the ever-loving shit out of Gran Turismo. I remember I told you about the little controller I had that was like an RC car thing. So I was like, remember I showed you that?
Oh yeah, that was like one-handed controller or whatever.
Well, no, it was
one
2.
hand.
It was
like
you use one hand for the trigger and brake, and the other hand for the steering wheel. So I love Gran Turismo, and she actually got me. I can't believe but she's like, I went to buy it and they didn't have it. I was like, oh, damn it. So I won't even lie. Like, I'm not the kind of person that does that. I genuinely was like opening my presents like so grumpy because I'm like, man, the thing I really want, I'm not getting. Like my Christmas was ruined. And then she handed me the last bag, and I happened to glance over, and I saw her look at my dad and kind of like smirk. And somehow it still didn't click to me that that's what it was, but it is what it was. It was Gran Turismo 2. And I was like, I can't believe I actually fell for that, like a 7-year-old. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that now unfortunately, also Gran Turismo 2, I did not quite like nearly as much as the first, but I mean that wasn't her fault. I mean I asked for it,
Right, yeah.
But yeah, so those 2 are probably the ones that in my head I can. Well, there's one other one, but I don't want to tie up too much time. I'll just say, and this is when I was a young kid, when my dad got me Sonic 2. And bear in mind, I was pretty young at that point, so like there's where you generally have no idea what you're gonna get and what you're not.
Right, yeah.
And I remember actually like doing the little, you remember the Nintendo 64 kid? Like I was like that. To the point, my dad actually said, "Rick, get a grip." And I was so excited because I got Sonic 2.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's all I really have to say on those.
Nothing wrong with that. Good, solid memories.
Yep.
Baldwin, do you have a game that reminds you of Christmas or the winter holiday season, or a special gift you got or something? Uh-oh. Did we lose him?
I don't know. We can't hear you, Baldwin.
There he is.
I'm still here. Sorry, I just I came in here and I just sat down dinner and
no problem.
Dinner's good. Is there a special game that you think about during Christmas or anything, or that you got for a gift around the winter season?
not really, but since you mentioned, I actually got my first console, the N64, at Christmas, and a few Christmases later, I got Majora's Mask.
Nice.
Skipped
Were you the aforementioned N64 kid? Was that you?
I don't think so. I got the Majora's Mask, but I immediately couldn't play it because you need that stupid expansion pack thing.
Oh,
and I
that's
didn't have
right.
that, and it was Christmas Day, and all stores were closed. I was like,
that sucks. I do remember like the expansion had to be used for a couple of games, and I was like, this blows. Yeah, I think I rented a game and I didn't have it. So
the worst one was Perfect Dark because they didn't they didn't tell you, like, you technically could play the game without, but all you could play was the multiplayer. They didn't tell you on the box that you had to have it for the campaign.
That was rough. I also got a 64 for Christmas one year, and I was excited. Just I wasn't a 64 kid. Like, I was excited, but I was very grateful. But I got I think it was the year before I got the PlayStation for Christmas, and I was like the Nintendo 64 kid with that. I absolutely went bonkers. I definitely cried full on because we were like from a very poor family, and for them to get that for me, and I got Skeleton Warriors, Alien Trilogy, and Need for Speed with it, and I was just like the happiest kid ever. So good.
That's an odd N64 collection, though.
Well, that was the PlayStation.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
The Nintendo 64, I think I got GoldenEye or I think maybe just Mario Kart. Maybe just Mario Kart at first.
Well, yeah, you got two pretty common ones there then. Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I also got my PS1 for Christmas, and it was not one that I asked for because I was a diehard Sega kid, hence the Sonic fanboyism. But I think actually, I'll give my dad credit. I think he did some research talking to people, and they said like, yeah, I understand he's a Sega kid, but the Saturn's probably not the way to go. And I remember when he got me a Genesis, he had been deciding between it and the Super Nintendo, but because of the exorbitant pricing of games, he went with the Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest with you, I mean, I look back and I'm like, honestly, the stuff that was really good on Super Nintendo, I don't think I'd ever have appreciated back then. So I think he made the right call. I actually think what he got me, I mean, that's going way back now, obviously, but I think what he got me actually worked out better than what the other one would have been anyway.
Yep. There is one game that around Christmas I always want to play, and that's the First Division, just because of the snow in New York, and they always have a bunch of Christmas lights and stuff during that season. The same with Division 2. So every time around this year, I really want to play the Division games, but there's too many games to get back into them.
Well, only one of them. The Division 2 is not at Christmas time. The first one is, but not the second one.
Yeah, but I still I don't know, for some reason think of them as Christmas time games. And then I've mentioned on here,
isn't the two Rainbow Six Vegas games, aren't they over Christmas? I think
so. I know,
but they're in Vegas, so it doesn't. They take place more or less simultaneously. Remember?
Yeah. So you're right. Yeah, I think they both do. Yeah.
It's just it's in Vegas, so it doesn't look
one
like
of the
Christmas.
Casinos is definitely dressed up with like Christmas lights.
Okay, I thought I remember them saying like the terrorists took over whatever casino it is during Christmas.
Yep.
You got Hogwarts Legacy, although obviously, or actually Bully. Bully did a really good job with the season.
I never played Bully.
Well, you should.
I know.
I have no idea. It's a little dated now, obviously, but I have no idea if the 360 version is backwards compatible. But it's the far superior version because there's a lot more stuff in it than what's in the PS2 one. But Bully was so good.
Yeah, I heard it was good. I just never got around to it.
Did you ever play the Warriors?
Nope, and I've heard that's good too.
Okay, yeah, it is, but I think so. I actually don't like that movie at all, but I think people tend to like that game a little more because of what it is.
Right.
But it is a pretty good adaptation. I'll say that. However, Bully functions like a semi dumbed down version of that combat system. I mean, Rockstar made the Warriors as well. But I liked the very light Persona-esque stuff of going to classes and stuff like that in Bully. And I did like how it was kind of a novel thing how at the time, the school calendar year actually would pass as you were progressing through the story. It was actually really cool. I liked it. You would see all the students would start to wear different sweaters and stuff,
Yeah. I should actually pop in Hogwarts because I know they decorate it all the time for Hogwarts Legacy because they decorate for Christmas, don't they?
No, it decorates the game's campaign goes over the year. So you get to that as you progress. It's kind of like how I just said Bully works. As you progress through the story, it progresses through the school year. So it's not like you would log in now and see Christmas stuff. You would have to be at the point in the game where it is roughly Christmas time, but it would have Christmas decorations when you get close to that.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, and other games. I remember, and I've stated it several times here. I think it was the Christmas of '98. I got Tenchu and Metal Gear Solid the same day, and I was just I was overjoyed.
That's peak stealth games right there, man.
Yeah, and that's what got me into stealth games too, for sure. And I was just like, what do I play first? I just do.
I would say Tenchu's the better one to start because Metal Gear is objectively a better game.
I think I did. I think I started Metal Gear even because I had played the demo so much. And as I was playing Metal Gear for an hour, I was like, no, I need to go to Tenchu because Metal Gear is a focus. So yeah, definitely.
And everything about it. The reality, Tenchu 1 was good. Tenchu 2 is when the series really got great.
Yeah, for sure.
Even if you compare the two, Tenchu 2 was massively better than Tenchu 1.
Oh, it was night and day. But yeah, definitely. What about we'll go to Baldwin next as you're having dinner, so I'll interrupt you. And since we're gonna go to food here, is there any like wintry type foods that you like over anything else this time of year?
Ham, I suppose. But
Okay.
unfortunately, having turkey, so oh well.
See, I'm not a turkey fan either. I'm not a turkey fan. I'll eat it, but it's like for Thanksgiving I usually do a ham. Christmas I do a prime rib. But yeah, I'm not a fan of turkey. I do like ham though. I do like ham. Any like desserts or anything you like? Anything fancy?
I was gonna say we won't have it this year because my sister's visiting for Christmas. But usually my dad makes a lasagna for Christmas.
Can't go wrong with a good lasagna, man. Love lasagna.
Amazing.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a good lasagna.
Desserts.
Actually, you've missed the important question, Clint.
What's the important question?
Baldwin, eggnog, yes or no?
I was going to get to there.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Eggnog. Let's go to eggnog.
Never had it.
Keep it that way.
Yeah, I mean,
actually, that's right. You don't like it either, do you? It's Isis that likes it, right?
Well,
I like eggnog, but I can't drink it. I like it mixed with I like eggnog flavored things because when I used to drink it like crazy as a kid, and I got sick from it one year really bad, so I just like upchucked a gallon of fucking eggnog. So I never like drank it straight again, but I love the smell and the taste of it. So like I'll have like eggnog coffee, I'll have eggnog cream pie, I'll have like this morning I had an eggnog bagel. I was like, hell yeah. But,
I remember you saying that. I was like, oh god, you're a monster.
Oh yeah, I love it.
You're an absolute monster.
Yeah, you should. I mean, you should try it, maybe, Baldwin. I don't know. It's weird.
If you're going to try it, start with a small cup to make sure you like it.
Yeah. You really can't explain it.
It is pretty expensive too. So
you don't really want to waste it.
No, you can get eggnog regular. A lot of people do spike it with like rum and stuff.
It's basically milk with eggs, cinnamon, like, brown sugar, nutmeg, and some other spices. Yeah. So it's like
in liquid form.
Yes,
it is.
Yes, it's kind of
like it's thick.
It's a thick, chunky drink almost. Yeah.
That sounds. Ugh.
Yeah, it tastes worse than it sounds.
Rick's not selling it well, but I will admit it is thick, and that's why when I drank so much of it, it definitely just did not settle in my stomach. And a lot of people, when they get eggnog, they'll mix it with regular milk to like thin it out or whatever. Ice will drink it straight. She'll drink it right. Yeah, she loves it.
Oh God!
Until she throws up one of these days.
I will forever the eggnog will forever be associated in my brain with the part in Christmas Vacation when he fucking gulps down that like he chugs like that entire thing of it, and I'm just like, oh God, that's so disgusting. You know what I'm talking about? In Christmas,
yeah, I
think it's after the boss says like, here's your bonus, and it was like a gift card it was like a $25 gift card. So he gets pissed off. It feels like the giant thing. I was just like it makes you sick to even think about that. But yeah, no good. Yeah. So Baldwin, if you're going to try it a small bit at a time because
definitely a little sip.
Like I said, it is pretty expensive. So.
And it's way expensive this year. Usually it's a little more expensive, but because it only comes in like a quart size.
Yeah.
And usually like last year it was like 3 something. And
like
now
$10. It's like $10 now.
Yeah, it's insane now, and I'm like, Jesus Christ!
Well, it's because milk and eggs are insanely expensive now.
Yeah, the bastards.
Well, so back to dessert. I was going to say I thought about pudding pie.
Okay, what do you got for pudding pie? Let's hear it. What's in it?
Just pudding pie.
Like a chocolate cream pie?
well, I don't know how my mother made it, but just Jello, mix that together in a bowl, pour it in.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. It sounds kind of like what we call chocolate cream pie up here. Was it chocolate flavored or was it just like
Chocolate flavored? Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it sounds like chocolate jello, which we do up here for like a quick chocolate cream pie too.
Which I haven't had it for, geez, 4 or 5 years.
Oh man!
If you have it this year, get a picture of it and post it in the Discord. I want to see what this looks like.
Go to the store and grab one maybe. Yeah, Castle. When Rick was talking about eggnog and chunks, like
I said it's a little bit chunky. I did not say eggnog chunks. I said it's a little bit chunky. It's thick with some like I don't know chunky grains to it, or chunky like I don't know how to describe it, but that's a ferocious misquote there. Just to be clear,
it's the old chunky eggnog. No wonder I heard.
Eggnog's disgusting. I don't care what you think there, Castle.
So like even like the smell of it and stuff, are you not like the smell of it and stuff? I love the smell of it and everything.
I honestly don't know if I even remember what it smells like. I like the smell of cinnamon and stuff, so if it smells like that, I probably would like it. But
you poor man. That's okay. That's all right. Speaking of pies, I love pecan pie. I'm a big pecan pie fan.
I hate how you just said that.
Oh, are you a pecan? Oh my god. Both of you.
What, you got pissed at?
He can.
I'm sorry, I'm not up higher class. Sorry.
No wonder nobody could spell your name right. You probably pronounced it wrong.
What about caramel? Do you say caramel or do you say caramel?
I say caramel, but I don't have an issue with caramel.
Okay. What about you, Baldwin? How do you say it?
Either or, caramel, caramel.
Okay. Yeah, it's always been caramel for me, but what any other pies, Baldwin, besides the pudding pie, or is that the one?
Also used to have coconut cake.
Okay.
I've not had that in...
I have had coconut cake, and that is pretty solid, but I haven't had that in a long time.
If there is one thing on earth that I hate the taste of, it is coconut. I cannot stand coconut.
Yeah, I haven't met too many people that like coconut.
I love it or you despise it. It's such an overpowering taste. That's kind of why. Like if you don't like it, there's no way you like anything with it.
Right. Jaywalk, what are we a psychopath to?
Which one of us is a psychopath?
Oh Jesus, Sakara. Well, no one listens to Jaywalk anyways, so
who is that?
He's a person from WoW.
Okay. I don't know if it's one from the Discord.
Terrible.
Well, either way, he clearly knows how to pronounce the delicious
caramel
flavor, whatever.
It's just too. It's too fancy for me. I'm just. I'm from the Klondike, and
What's Klondike have to do with caramel?
Just out in east, out in the middle of the woods. What about? Do you guys have you ever had bread pudding?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan because it's kind of like coffee cake, and I don't really like coffee cake either.
What?
Right?
What?
Isn't it?
I mean, kind of. Well, I guess if it's overcooked. Bread pudding for me is like it's French toast, almost like a custard, like a French toast custard, if that makes any sense.
Oh yeah, maybe this is not what I thought it was. Actually,
lots of maple syrup. It might be a New England thing. I don't know. Baldwin, have you ever heard of bread pudding before?
I might have had it. Maybe like Christmas, maybe like once for Thanksgiving when we had like extended family over.
Sometimes people put raisins in it, and that's egregious. That's an instant.
I was about to say I see raisins, and that kind of does not mix with the rest of what's supposed to be.
No,
there.
Exactly. It's like maple syrup, French toast, cinnamon, nutmeg, and you put raisins in it.
Yes. Now, see, outside of the raisin side of it, much of that I would be down with. But the raisins,
it's good stuff. It's good stuff, and then you put some like whipped cream or ice cream on it. Good stuff. Yeah, Jaywalk knows what's up. what was I gonna say? What about any other foods or what? Or do you have something, Rick?
Well, I was gonna say this is gonna sound strange, but it's kind of I've had it the last handful. Well, not handful years, the last many years. When I go over my wife's mother's house for Christmas, I say mother, my wife's parents' house. I tend to have myself a little bit of Bailey's when I'm over there. Is that a Christmas thing at all? No, not at all.
No, but
it kind of is for me. I mean, anybody that knows me knows I am not a big drinker. I really don't drink almost ever.
Yeah.
But I do like Bailey's, and I mean, even though obviously it has a fair bit of alcohol in it, I like it because it's flavor and not so much the alcohol part of it. But yeah, and I want to say 2 years ago or so, I found this recipe online for like mixing it along with like Hershey's chocolate and actual hot chocolate. And I was like, okay, there's a lot of sugar in this, but this is actually really damn good. Like, actually, it was on Bailey's website. They were the one that was advertising it. But they don't give you exactly good like, how do you want to put it, like amounts to make. So you kind of had to like eyeball it. You kind of had to guess at it. And the first couple ones, I'm like, yeah, that's a lot of chocolate, and it's very, very, very sweet. But now I'm sure I wouldn't be able to do it well again because I didn't make it the last few years, but. I did get it down pretty good, and they were tasty. I mean, it was an expensive cup of hot chocolate when you consider how much Bailey's costs, but it was good. Yeah. Bailey's is very, very expensive.
Yep,
I'm so good though.
I'm not that much of a drinker either. I'm one of those people that if I look at a bunch of craft beers, I'm like, ooh, that flavor sounds really good, and I'll buy like a 6-pack, and that 6-pack will last me like 4 months, if not longer.
As soon as you get a drink, and it's like, oh yeah, this still tastes like beer.
Yeah, it'll either taste like piss, or even if I do like it, I just don't drink that much. Mainly because it makes me super tired. Even if I have a little bit, I'm like out. So, yeah, I'm definitely a one drink and done basically. I'm a cheap date, Rick. I'm cheap date.
I'm taking notes here. Although I did say earlier that because you do not have a Genesis, our relationship is over.
Yeah, I never had a Genesis.
I cannot be in a relationship with somebody.
I always wanted one, but like I said, it was like you get one of these systems, and then it just just never. And I never got the Saturn. The first Sega console I had was the Dreamcast, and God, did I fall in love with that thing. I love the Dreamcast so much, but it's another time. But I love the Dreamcast. What about for you, Rick? Is there any traditions that you and your family do around these times? That's something.
Well,
it can be normal, or it could be something that just your family does.
Yeah, no, not really. Yeah, we've kind of been shuffling how we do things around the last couple of years, so everything's kind of in upheaval. But for this year, I was actually I will say one thing. My mother-in-law always makes me homemade fudge for Christmas.
Okay.
Yep. Unfortunately, she makes me way too much, so a lot of times, almost all of it goes to waste because I don't have the biggest sweet tooth, except for like two things, and that is Reese's peanut butter cups. I could eat until they're pouring out of my eyes. Or almost anything cookies and cream flavored, or Oreo, however you want to put it, right?
I had a cookies and cream candy bar earlier.
The actual Hershey's ones?
Yes, yeah.
Those are awesome. The problem is I have to limit myself because I will sit there and eat 50 of them. But so she actually had been making me a lot of cookies and cream fudge. That said, unlike the candy bar, it's a little more moderate in how much I would eat of that at a time because fudge is obviously so rich.
Yeah.
And it goes bad so fast. But I think she did make me some this year. And actually, I requested just plain old Jane chocolate. And I'm not a chocolate guy. That's something interesting about me. Me and the wife kind of butt heads on this one a little bit. I am not a chocolate guy. She will eat chocolate until it's coming out of her eyes. However, I do like chocolate fudge. But hey, see you, man. Thanks for stopping in.
Well, on the chocolate front, I like chocolate but not straight. It has to be mixed with something like a peanut butter cup,
it
or
has to be.
it can't be just like a straight
right.
Hershey's chocolate bar. It doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, that's more or less how I am. I mean, I'm not saying I'll never eat chocolate. Like if we have like chocolate ice cream, I'll eat some of that or whatever. But yeah, chocolate is.
It's just not my go-to.
I prefer vanilla to chocolate in almost every imaginable way.
Same.
But yeah, so yeah, she makes me fudge, and she always says it's easy, but I don't know. I can't imagine it's that easy, or else it wouldn't be so damn expensive when you go to buy it from, you know what I mean, for like a chocolatier. So it can't be that easy.
Over eyes. Right. Easy, but we're gonna charge you a lot for it.
But yeah, so for this year, I was asked if I had any requests for what was going to be made, because a lot of times like she'll make stuff that I'm like hoagies or whatever, and I'm not really. So I was like, stop at McDonald's on the way over, but I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm not even joking. Like, Christmas Eve, to be clear, not Christmas Day, Christmas Eve.
Right.
But I was like, you know what? I'll take tacos. So we're having tacos tomorrow.
Okay.
Which is not in any way a Christmas style
but
food.
it's fun.
But
it's fun.
I don't care, because homemade tacos are awesome.
Now, is it white people tacos? Like, or are they really like good tacos, or are they just like straight and no shame either way?
If we're getting racist about it here, what exactly do you mean?
Like white people tacos are, you go to the store and you buy the box and you get like some hamburger, you throw the mix in and you call it a day. There's no like lettuce, there's no tomato, there's no salsa, there's nothing.
Well, I mean, so I'm still not quite sure what you mean by this, but I'm sure she did buy like the Ortega like box set or whatever. However, I won't even use those shells because I use the soft shells.
Okay, yep.
But I mean, the cheese and lettuce and all that will be out there for you to put on. I'll probably just put cheese on it and that's it. But
yep.
Does that constitute a white people taco? I don't know.
Probably, and that's fine because that's what I cook, because I'm not I can't make all these like 500 different spices and stuff, and it's just too much work for me to make tacos like that. So it's a white people taco dinner around here too.
We don't live in Texas. We don't need to get overly fancy with tacos.
What about you, Baldwin? Any like family traditions that you guys do every season or anything when you all get together?
Not so much anymore. Most years it's just me and my dad.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to have a bunch of traditions when there's not too much family around, which could be all right sometimes, I swear.
Used to put usually me and my sister used to put this toy train around my grandparents' Christmas tree. Well,
okay.
I said toy train. Well, not toy train. It's like the same sort of grade train you'd have for hobbyists.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely a tradition, something to look forward to.
But essentially a Christmas train.
Nice. Yeah, something that you're used to every year, you know.
Those things I don't know, 30 years old probably.
still trucking though. I think there's not really much family tradition around our way. We don't. If everybody gets together, we take like a bunch of lottery tickets and we take saran wrap and like wrap the ticket in saran wrap, put another ticket, wrap it in saran wrap till it's just a big ball of saran wrap and a bunch of lottery tickets. And one person starts with a ball of saran wrap and tickets. Another person has dice and like something to roll it on. So the first person, they say go or whatever, and you try and take as much plastic off. You can't rip it. You have to roll it, and that stuff clings like crazy. You can't rip it. And the other person is rolling the dice, and as soon as the dice hit a doubles, like 2 1s, 2 2s, or whatever, that person has to stop, and you pass it along to the next person, and then they go. So yeah, some people just never get anything. Some people win a bunch of
What-
tickets
I
because
was gonna say, what's the ticket for? Is that like a gift assigned to it or something?
no, lottery tickets.
Oh, lottery tickets. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we have a bunch of scratch tickets in there. Usually everybody puts in, so there's like $100 worth of scratch tickets in there, and the kids, we let the kids play and everything too. So some people, when they're throwing the dice, they never get doubles, and someone just takes friggin' 20 goddamn tickets. But it's funny because it'll go around, one person will finally get it, and the one person will roll the dice and it'll be doubles instantly, and they barely got their hands on the ball and they get all like pissed off and stuff. So that's pretty fun to do. And I think like close family tradition, like Christmas morning with the kids and stuff, when we put tags on the presents, we write that they're from something that is to do with the present, like if I had gotten Tenchu, Ashley or whatever would have written like from Rickamaroo or whatever. Rickamaroo, because that's how me and my
Ricky
friends
Maru,
because we always make
you
fun
uncultured heathen.
We make fun of it all the time. And
Rickamaroo, oh my
Rickamaroo. So
sounds
something like
kangaroo.
that, or if we did, if I'm trying to think, like I got something for Ashley this year that has something to do with like she's not going to watch this, but just in case, has something to do with like France. So it's going to be
it says
from,
soak
like,
it.
Yeah, so it should be like from the baguette, bro. But it's like from like I have it from Napoleon, and before we open it, we have to guess what it might be. So it's just kind of it extends the opening ceremony. So and it can get pretty funny because especially the kids, if they don't know people from like the 70s or wherever, will say it's from them, and they'll like look it up on their phones and be like, who the hell is this? And so
do you intentionally make it as like obtuse as possible, or no?
Sometimes with some of them will be
like, for example,
like
using the Tenchu example.
Yeah.
If somebody didn't know that Ricky Maru was the name of the main character, how would they ever know what that meant?
No, Ashley would probably say it was probably from like the samurai clan or something like that.
Okay.
Just something along those lines. So just to spice up Christmas morning a little bit.
That's fun.
And then like the prime rib. But yeah, that's pretty much it for tradition wise. So. But
you guys both do gifts on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, or what, or both?
We do Christmas Day.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you, Baldwin? Do you do Christmas at all, or?
Must have stepped away.
He must have got more dinner.
Yeah, when I was a kid, so to kind of understand this, you'd have to understand how our setup was. I think I mentioned in the past that I spent most of my time at my grandmother's house because my parents would work and my grandparents were obviously retired. That said, my grandparents lived next door to my mom and dad because my grandpa actually owned their house. So we would do, which way was it? We would do, I think, my mom and dad's house Christmas Eve, and then my grandmother's house on Christmas Day. My mom and dad were similar to how you said it. My mom and dad were a little not in the greatest financial situation, whereas I know now that I'm a little bit older that my grandparents had more money than I actually realized as a kid,
Right.
So really, like, maybe like some of the gifts that were really cool, like a video game system or whatever, would come from my dad, because my dad was kind of always into like the tech scene, so he was a little up on that. Well, certainly more than my grandmother would have been. Until I got old enough to know what I wanted, right? Like, but when like I said, when he was one to pick the PS1 and pick the Genesis and stuff like that, it was because he talked to people to find out which direction it was looking. Whereas even I didn't know that. Like when he got me the PS1, I didn't even know what the hell it was. But again, he clearly made the right call on that one, which whoever he talked to. So sometimes you would get something really cool at his place because they would know about that. But the lion's share of the stuff was at my grandma's house. What was really goofy was every rare once in a while you would have where my parents would get you something that my grandparents got for that. Like the one year they got both of us a Game Gear. And maybe my grandma got the Game Gear because it was more expensive. So we couldn't open any of our gifts because they were Game Gear games. And obviously they're beating around the bush, but we're like, well, why can't we open our stuff? And they're like, well, you can have this one, but only this one. We're like, what about all those? And they're like, no, you can't have those, blah, blah, blah. And, they're not going to say, yeah, you can't have it because it has something to do with over there.
Right.
Because we were young. So I think Santa was still in play at that point. Right.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, so it didn't happen often, but it did happen on occasion. But yeah, but now I'll be going over my dad's house on Christmas Day, whereas I mentioned we're going over Nicole's parents' house tomorrow. So tomorrow will be where those gifts are opened, and then my dad will probably give us money or gift cards or something. But yeah, so the reality is most of the gifts are actually open Christmas Eve, or in Nicole's case, they're open weeks before.
Yep, yeah, we all have to wait till Christmas Day. So every now and then we play around with like, should we open up one gift on Christmas Eve? And then we're like, nah, we just wait, unless we do have a meetup with the family beforehand and with other family. Then we will. But
actually, so obviously as a kid you're impatient, and as a kid I definitely wanted to do the Christmas Eve. As an adult now, I'm like, I actually, obviously not in the case of Nicole's mom where we're there then. Yeah. But else, I'm like, I would rather wait till Christmas Day, but Nicole, on the rare occasions when we do get each other something and keep it a surprise. Yeah. What did I get her the one year? She drove me nuts for 2 weeks to open it early. I'm like, it's not even a week yet. and she just did not want to wait. And so we ended up getting to the point where I think I did tell her, fine, here, just take it.
All right.
But so she gave me my stuff. But now in this case, I think, if I remember, it was something that I picked out anyway, so I knew what it was. But I told her, I was like, don't give it to me yet. It's not Christmas.
Right.
And she kept trying to get it to me. I'm like, put it on the dining table. I'm not touching it until Christmas. It was 2 games or whatever, but I'm like, I'm not going to use them until Christmas.
That's great.
Yeah.
The kids are always excited. They want to open up.
Yeah. And I get that as
you're a kid.
As kids, time is right. You're right. You're more excited, and time works differently when you're a kid too. So
exactly.
When you're like 6 or 7, 2 days feels like it's like 7 months away.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
Yep. Well, anything you want to add to the show, Baldwin, before we wrap it up? I think I heard you come back on the microphone there.
Yeah, I have stuff mute on my mic.
Anything?
I don't really know.
All right. What about you, Rick? Anything you wanna say before we close out? Then
the other thing I can say is, if somebody tries to gift you Mind's Eye, don't ever talk to that person again, because they are not your friend.
Don't take it.
Well,
after,
or at least tell them they owe you $100 if you're going to take it.
Yeah. What was that, Baldwin? Sorry.
That's what, a PS5 game?
It's
on
everything.
PC, Xbox.
Yeah.
I think on everything except for like Switch. Don't go near it. It's even, I think GameFly was selling it for like $10, and I'd be mad if I got it at that price.
I bought the copy for our thing for $20, and I'm like, man, I should tell Amazon they owe me $30 for buying this.
Yeah, you reminded me of saying that reminds me of the Teller Rise Again, which we released recently for $40. No discount if you have the originals. I'm like,
you say Teller Ryza? Is that what you said?
Oh
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. To like get the DX version or something, right?
Yeah, it's like all the stuff, all the base game DLC, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah, it's I got.
It also has some
for
additional
it,
like conversations.
It was way overpriced. Way overpriced. Let's see. Castle in chat. Do you PJ for the day or only in the morning? I usually PJ for as long as possible until I like start cooking or something. It's pretty much for the day, because I'll put like some sweats and a sweatshirt on, and that's pretty much it.
In my case, it depends on the day, but more often than not, it's not for very long, because I have always been of the mind, my day does not start until I get my shower, because like I do not even feel like I've begun to move until I get my shower. And obviously I don't put pajamas back on. So
Yep. Understandable. Freight also in chat, currently in the middle of his Christmas tradition of making cookies with the kids. Well, you can send them some my way.
Freight, please send a box of frosted sugar cookies my way when you get a moment.
Cookies.
Please.
Yes, we'll take all the cookies. Enjoy, definitely. Thanks for stopping by. But I think that's it for us until after Christmas break and stuff. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I assume we're not doing anything on Boxing Day, so I assume it'll be next week. Right?
Yeah. Yep. Ooh,
Krista. Oh, she always does. She always does. And they're good. They're great. All I'm saying, Krista, is we've never had enough. I just finished off the one. Like I went over to Nicole's mom's house Sunday, and she gave us, I don't know, a handful of them. Yeah, I ate the last one today. so I'm already out of frosted sugar cookies.
Oh, no.
Or ice sugar cookies, however you want to call it. Like I said, I don't have a big sweet tooth, but if there's something that I like, and those are something that I like,
especially like a warm sugar cookie. Oh, yeah.
The kind that has like the icing on them. That's the kind where I'm like,
that's one of those things. It's like those Cadbury cream eggs. If I have a bag of like the Cadbury mini eggs,
I like those, but very much in moderation, because those are very, very rich.
I will destroy a bag. It's
you
not
must
good.
Be twitching after you're done, because that's a hell of a lot of sugar.
Oh yeah, I can't. I literally cannot buy them and put them in the house, because if I have a bag, I'll just it's become a beast. But all right, folks. Well, that's it for us. Thanks for joining us, Baldwin, and giving your insights for your winter traditions, Christmas traditions. We really appreciate it. And until probably next year, which isn't too long.
Probably next Friday, which would be the second.
Which isn't too long. So we'll see you in the new year. We'll make that terrible dad joke of like, hey, see you next year. I didn't hear that fucking 8 times a day. Oh, yeah, the fortune cookie, the last fortune of the year.
I'm sure mine will just be a repeat like they always have been lately.
Let's see what we got. I almost forgot. Good call. Even though I had it right in front of me.
I was gonna say, I just wondering if you were gonna
let's see. That's. Do I have like 2? Oh no. Okay. Time is the one thing you can't get back. Use it wisely. I mean, yeah.
That's not a bad fortune, actually.
That's a pretty good fortune. That's like sage
Unfortunately,
knowledge right there.
I am doing anything but that right now. There we go.
What do you got?
You will have many friends when you need them. Well, I need them right now because I'm playing this fucking game.
I'm not going to be one of them when you're playing that.
I'm not quite convinced I'm going to survive to the end of this game.
I have faith. If you want good presents, you have to finish it. All right, folks. Thank you very much for joining us. And until next time, we'll see ya.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.